Hey everybody, welcome back to Hood's Custom Shop. So guys, today I got to work on the Toyota Sienna here. This is a '04 Toyota Sienna XLE. It's got the 3.3 liter V6 in it. And you know, we've had an issue with this thing losing coolant over the last couple of years. Kind of a slow deal, but today it finally let me know where it's been leaking at. It gave it up. So anyways, it overheated on me coming back from the 41.36. And check this out. Let's add some water into the filler thing up here. All right, check this out. Let's get you down in here. Hopefully this thing will get brighter. All right, so you can see, I can't really see what's going on, but somewhere in there it's leaking out. It's just pouring out everywhere. So yeah, gotta get into it and figure out exactly what it is. But I suspect that it is what they call the upper thermostat housing. Basically, it looks like a normal kind of a thermostat housing with a big old long tube coming off of it that has like another bolt eyelet on there. So what we need to do is we need to take the this air dam off here, take the battery out, take the air box out of here with the filter and all that stuff. And basically, we want to keep track of where all these hoses go on the air box there. So that's what we're going to be doing. But first I need to kind of get everything out of the way, the hose out of the way, and I'll take the shiny things out of the windshield that's blinding me right now, start it up, and we'll drive it over here in front of the chicken coop so I can have it in the shade, because I don't want to work on it out here in the sun. But anyways, we'll see you guys back here in just a second when I get all that stuff pulled off there. So here we go. All right guys, let's get this thing over into the shade. All right, I think this will probably work where I'm at now. Okay, yep, we are officially in the shade here. That tree right there, tree trunk, should pretty well block the shade or block the sun all afternoon. So now what I can do, oh my gosh, I'm a shade tree mechanic now. I guess that's where they got that term from. Anyways, I do know what I'm doing here. I'm not just a shade tree mechanic. But anyways, gotta take this off, take the battery out, take the air box out, pull the starter back, and then take the thermostat housing out. And well, before we do all that, we're gonna just take all this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna put more water in it and see exactly where the water is coming from, and try to put my hand over wherever it's coming from to let it kind of pressurize a little bit and see if there's any other places where it's coming from, because there's nothing worse than replacing a part and putting everything back together, dumping a bunch of antifreeze in there that cost you money, and then it just pouring the antifreeze out because you didn't fix the, you know, everything that was wrong with it. So yeah, further diagnosis coming up. All right, so right there's my tools. This should pretty much have everything I need right here in this toolbox. So I guess first we'll get this little air box piece out of the way. Come off there nice and easy. And now I guess we'll take the battery off here. I think that should be a 10 millimeter. Yep. always start with the negative side first. Get that disconnected first. Because as you're doing this right here, let's say you touch your frame right here, well, your frame is negative anyway. It's, you know, grounded anyway. So, you know, if you, on your positive side, if you hit the frame with it, if that was possible, it would arc on you. But if you disconnect the negative first, you're not risking arcing your wrench out, for one. All right, now I can take the positive off. All right. Now we'll loosen all these up. I believe I should be able to use a deep well 10mm on that. All right guys, so now I can take the battery out, but one thing you need to know is do not put your battery directly on the ground. That is a huge, huge no-no. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna put it right in here, inside the chicken coop that's unfinished. It's looking pretty bad in there. Got leaves and everything falling in there. But one thing you could do if you had to, you can put your battery on a board like this on the ground, or something like that. Do not put it on concrete. Do not put it directly on the ground. Just don't do it. It will kill the battery. I don't know why exactly, but it does it. So anyways, just letting you know. All right guys, so what we have left in here is we got this this air box. So we're gonna loosen up this hose clamp here. We're gonna open the air box up. We're going to unplug the mass airflow sensor here, push down on this and get it unplugged. There we go. All right, make note of this right here. The top one is marked right here with green. We'll pull that one off there. Take this this right here out. I think one over here. Yeah, there's one on that side. We'll get that undone. We'll be able to pop that open, take the air filter out, and there will be like three bolts in the bottom of that. They're like 10 or 12mm, something like that. We'll take those three out, be able to pull that bottom air box out of there, and then that will really open things up to where we can kind of see over in here and see what's going on. Disconnect these two hoses here, give her a twist, wiggle it back and forth, and it should just pop right out of there just like that. All right, so here's what we got. Okay, looks like a pre-filter right here, which I actually should probably look at that and see if that needs cleaned. We'll do that here in a little bit. Then we got our air filter, and holy smokes, I don't think this thing's ever been changed. Man, all those times I've paid them people to change the air filter and the oil and everything, and they ain't done it. I guarantee you that's never been changed since I've had this thing. And my wife has taken it in to that Speedy Lube or whatever it's called, to have it changed when I was out on the road, and they ain't never changed that, I guarantee it. So I'm gonna have to get another air filter also. All right, so right down in here we got, looks like one there, one here, and one over here. We'll break these free, I guess, first with the ratchet. That's 10 millimeter. That one's already loose. All right. Now we'll just put our screwdriver handle onto our extension with the 10 millimeter long or deep well socket. Spin these up out of here. Get them free and just leave them. Whoops, shouldn't have done that. Now I'm gonna have to dig that out of the that other breather tube, the bypass looking thing. Dadgummit. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Alright guys, so you get those three bolts undone, and let's see, right here we have an electrical connection. We'll just push in on this little button here that was on the bottom, just squeeze it and wiggle to unplug. All right, so now we'll just see what we got to do here. Get this wiggled up out of here like so. Get that right out of our way. All right, so don't do what I did and lose one of your bolts down in this little plastic piece here. It's not a big deal, but it created more work for myself, because now I got to take this 10 millimeter off and pull this thing out of here, which I don't know. It's probably best to pull this out anyway, because this is kind of in the way of the starter, so we'll just get it out of the way. It's got our bolt inside of it. At least I thought it did. Nope. It's got a hole right here in the bottom. That bolt fell right out of it. So the bolt's going to be down on the ground somewhere probably. So I'll find that here in a minute. Let me see. Where did it go? Oh boy. Don't tell me it's down in this thing. Are you kidding me? Yep. All right, so let me get you guys in here and show you. Let's see. I don't know if I can get you down here, but there you go. That is the thermostat housing. It comes up here to this radiator hose right here, and that goes down to the lower part of the radiator. So that right there is the thermostat housing. Leaking water out like a sieve. All right, so next step guys is go get the part ordered and wait for that to come in, because it's going to be a day or two I think. So anyways, I'll make another video on installing, or probably removing and installing the thermostat housing on a 2004 Toyota Sienna. So this is just part one, so we'll see you on part two. Bye, have a great day. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up and subscribe. See you later.